Hello, in this video I'm gonna talk about how to stop procrastinating. And so what I want to tell you is that in this video I'm not gonna talk about all the advice that everybody else give you, that you just need more discipline, that you just need to replace, instead of scrolling you need to do something else, because we all try that and it doesn't work, right? You probably tried also to do challenges, 30 days challenge, 60-day challenges. It doesn't last because reality is that discipline does not last when it comes to procrastinating. Okay, it doesn't. And there has to be another way for us to overcome that. So for you it might be the task in your business, right? Some important things for you, usually it's tasks in our business that we are delaying, and I was also procrastinating. But in this video I'm going to show you how you can stop procrastinating. It's not about how to stop procrastinating, it's about how can you have control over your life and over your actions. What procrastinate is the inability to face an emotion. Okay, and you can write this down too, because it's not the task that we are delaying, that we are postponing. That's not the problem. There's no problem with doing a task we can do later. The problem is that there's a certain emotion that task make you feel. Fear of judgment, fear that it's not gonna be perfect, right? You feel it somewhere in your body. The problem is not the task, the problem is that we are not facing our emotions. And that's what I like to call face the shark. The shark is the emotions. And I'll give you another example. I have many mosquitoes around me and I can react to them, right? The problem is not the mosquitoes. I cannot blame the mosquitoes because that's not the problem. I cannot control the mosquito, but I can control what I can do about it. The problem is not the mosquito, the problem is that the mosquito make me feel a certain way. And I can either react to that, or I can face that emotion. Not the mosquito, I don't need to face the mosquito, I can face the emotion. And choose not to give power to that emotion and face it and stay there, instead of react and constantly be like this and get annoyed by the mosquito. And that's the same thing, that we are postponing a task. We are postponing a task, and so all it is really, we are escaping emotion. We are escaping our emotions, and usually we go to Instagram or we do something else that makes us feel better, more comfortable, right? So all it is escaping an unpleasant emotion. Now, how we can solve that? So as I said, we have a shark. The shark is the unpleasant emotion. Now you can choose, you either face the shark or you can escape from it. If you try to escape the shark, the shark is here. This is the emotion that the task make you feel. If you don't process that and you don't face it and you don't do the task and you run away over there, the shark's gonna come at you. And so if you delay it, you're gonna feel bad, and the shark's always coming back and attacking you. And so the only way is to face that shark, to face it. And what you also don't wanna do is to do the task anyway, because sometimes if we are just disciplined and we are not really feeling our emotion, which is the shark, and we're trying to do the task anyway, the task is here, we are here, the shark is here, the shark's gonna follow us everywhere, no matter what we do, unless we face it, unless we look at it and we face it. And that's what you want to do, all areas of your life, to face your emotions. Doesn't have to be a bad shark or a good shark, good emotion or a bad emotion, but you want to feel it, okay? And so how can we do that? First, most people are not aware of the shark, right? The shark is here, but they are not aware where is it, so you cannot face it. What does it mean? They are not aware how they feel about the task. They are just on autopilot mode. They have a thought, oh, I don't want to do this task, let me just go to Instagram, let me just go to YouTube, let me just do another task. But they are not even aware of what they are feeling in the moment. So they cannot face it, they cannot process it, right? So the first step is to gain awareness. Constantly be aware of how you feel. That's what makes us feel alive. You see, a lot of people get it wrong. Discipline is not about discipline is not about not wanting something and doing it anyway. It's not about it. You want to be able to do what you want in life, right? You don't want to be constantly doing what you don't want to do, okay? And so what you want to do in all areas of your life is when you have that chug, you want to feel it all the time, constantly be aware of your body. Where do you feel that emotion that you don't want to go and do the task in your business? Where do you feel it? And so you want to be able to feel it and identify where it is. Because if you don't know where it is and you are running around in circles, you're not running around, you're not going to be able to stop and look at the shark and face it. You're not going to be able to identify it. So first you got to stop and identify it. Where is the shark? Where do I feel it in my body? That fear, that anger, that sadness, that irritation that the mosquito make me feel. Where do I feel it in my body? Do I feel it in my chest, in my stomach? Is it expanding? Is it compressing? Where is the shark? And after you identify the shark, that's when you can face it. But how can you identify the shark? It's very hard to see and to be aware of your emotion because we are too stuck in our head, in our thoughts. We are on autopilot mode. Mosquito, straight away. This task, maybe I should do it later, and then going to Instagram or going to YouTube. You want to stop and breathe and ask yourself, where do I feel that emotion that I'm escaping? And then you want to feel it and face it and stay there for a while. Don't straight away rush to do the task. Stay there. Because if you don't stay there, you are not aware of that, and you are not comfortable with the shark, it will come back, and then eventually discipline doesn't last, and we will react to go to Instagram, or we'll do a small task, or we will procrastinate eventually on the task. So what you want to do is you want to make friends with your enemy. The enemy is not the task. The enemy is how the task make you feel. And so every time you feel it, stay there. Spend some time with it. Make friends with it. And only then you can move forward. Okay, so there's 3 steps. Come back to the present moment. Don't be running around because you're not going to be able to identify the shark. Don't straight away think about what to do. Write this down. Freeze. That's the first step. Freeze. Breathe. Breathe from the mouth. Breathe in and out from your nose and feel it. Breathe for a second. Stop. And then you can observe. What's the story in my head? I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know what to do. That's just a story you're telling yourself, my friend. Where do I feel that shark? Where do I feel that emotion that I want to escape from? There's always a certain feeling. Feel it. And then face it. Step number 3, face it. You freeze, you stop, you observe. What's the thought? What's the sensation? You stay there. You stay in that feeling. And then you can move forward. What would my higher self would do? Will he go to YouTube? Will he do a small task? Will he do something else? Ask yourself, what would my higher version would do? And that's how you can move forward in life. But how can you do that? Easy to say, how to do. You want to practice on constantly being aware of your feelings. Constantly being aware of how you feel. Because that's what makes us feel alive. That's how we're meant to do. We're meant to constantly be aware of how we feel and how we think. But social media came and all this technology came, and we are too stuck constantly thinking about the past or the future instead of being in the present moment. And so you want to train your ability. Especially nowadays, it's so hard to be aware and to be in control. But you do want to train your ability to be in reality, which is your thoughts and your feelings. Constantly be aware of that. Only when you're aware of something, only then you can control it. Only then you can face it. And then that's how you live your life. You're constantly aware. You're constantly facing your emotions instead of escaping them. And that's how you move forward. To be in reality, to be present, to be in control, to stop procrastinating. You must be aware first. Now, how you can gain awareness is by training. And it's not going to be easy, but you want to train your awareness. Breathe. Where do I feel my body? What's the thought? What's the sensation? Where do I feel it in my body? Feel it, face it. Okay? So that's what you want to do for the rest of your life. You want to constantly be aware of how you feel. Now, if you want to take things for the next level, just go ahead on my Instagram and message me the word challenge. I run a 5-day challenge, is one-on-one challenge when I help you become aware of your thoughts and your body so you can control yourself, and I challenge you to stop procrastinating. It's free. So if you want to take it for the next step, go ahead to my Instagram and send me a DM. Otherwise, I hope this video was helpful for you, and I'm gonna post more things about this, so make sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments how helpful was that for you. I would love to hear that. Okay, so keep on going, practice that, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, bye bye.